Hello, Magdalena here, Wolf of Coins. Nice to see you all again. Since I've been going nuts recently about Lenormand cards, I got me some new Lenormand deck. It's my second deck, but honestly, I have two others on the way to me. Uh, this time it's Rana George's Lenormand. And as I mentioned before, I'm learning from her book Essential Lenormand by Rana George. And I decided to get her deck. So it comes in this magnetic box. It's by US Games, by the way. And yeah, so we open this and we have cards like in two piles inside, plus a lovely book with the anchor here. So the artwork is by Kelly L. French. And this deck has a theme and is, since Rana George herself comes from Lebanon, she wanted to give a flavor of that region to her deck. So that's what we will get here. It says here, with a sprinkle of Lebanese folklore and a dash of 1001 Nights. So yeah, that's what you can expect. And inside of the book we get on every card we get some quotes from various famous people and some explanation about the image that was used for the card and what we can expect, like what it means in the reading, plus also an example of a reading with this card and interpretations, which is, I think, is very cool. It's a small book, but very packed with awesome information. So for a beginner like me, it's a great resource, because of course I have this lovely book, but for a quick reference, this is just perfect. So let's have a look on the cards. They have a regular number, and here it's in Arabic. It so happens it's exactly the same for this card. There are some differences, but you can see that the symbols for numbers are from the same family. They are connected. Well, anyway, this is your rider, and I'm doing this on purpose. You can see how it shines. So it shines. I don't know if you can see this metallic gleam to the card, to the image itself. It might not show on the camera, but it's there. And now the bags. I think this is just awesome. It shows you exactly what kind of atmosphere this deck has. This beautiful, I think it's called the Hand of Fatima, if I'm not wrong. I hope I'm not. And I love this design and this cobalt blue here. It's just perfect, and it's shiny because I think Rana likes shiny things. So this is your rider, and then Clover. Maybe you can even see on the camera that it has this metallic shine to it. And then it's, no, I keep pulling the cross from the end. No, it's ship. And I must say, this is the house, that to be honest, I don't mind. I find it strangely appealing, actually, because of my weird past with my first deck that smelled of chemicals. This is the tree. So my first deck ever of tarot, the clouds, it smelled of like chemical printing paints, if I say it right. And this is the snake. And I just started to connect the smelliness with cool cards. But yeah, if you're very sensitive to smells, it might be a problem here. I think maybe because of all these effects, this metallic here, or I don't know, somehow it just has this, yeah, smell. Look at the beautiful flowers. Another little complaint that I would have as a beginner to this deck is that it's not so easy to tell the king and the jack apart. Well, of course, I know these are from different suits, but this is the king of hearts and this is the jack of diamonds, and it's, you know, it's not that easy to tell which one is the older, because normally the king has a beard or just looks old, and the jack looks youthful, but here they are just, say, equally young. So yeah, this is your scythe. Then whip and broom. This is so cool. And what I love also, when you put the cards together on the table, they connect through these columns. Look. They create here like a column together, which is cool. And the birds. I love these birds. What they are called in English, it actually says in the book. What's their name in English? Hoopoe? Do I say it right? Hoopoe birds. Bird was considered sacred with the pharaohs, Minoans, Persians, and many of the ancient civilizations. So yeah, it's also a really common last name in Poland, Dudek. So yeah. I have two friends who are not related to each other, and they have the same last name. This is your child. First, it was not exactly clear to me. It's a child, but I think, yeah, he's playing some marbles. So it's pretty clear. Then it's a fox, and then the bear. It looked a bit doggish to me. Well, I wasn't exactly sure. Well, at first glance, I did not look at the numbers or anything. I just wasn't sure it's a bear. But the dog is very different. The dog is, where is it? It's here. So once you get to know the deck, you cannot mistake them for sure. The dog is very pretty, I'd say. So yeah, and I mixed the order now. Well, these are the stars. Oh yeah, the stork with the lovely queen. Okay, the dog was shown. This is the tower. And this deck has some additional cards, so I will show them at the end. This is the garden from the cover of the box. Then the mountain of Lebanon, that is very famous. Then paths. And the mice, I just adore them. I know that in many Lenormand decks they get very cute with the mice, even though it's a really negative card because they are stealing from you. But here, look at them. Can you see it? They have red eyes, like we are evil mice. It's really easy to get the meaning of the card. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous card. A heart. Then the ring. So you can tell that the author knows what she's doing. She knows that the image should rule over the whole space of the picture. All the cards are pretty clear. Letter. The book. Look at the gorgeous book stand. Oh my goodness. So the artwork is not exactly the artwork that would make me faint, but it's very, how to say it? As I said, it's very clear, but it has this sense of fun in it. It's so bright and colorful. So it brightens up your mood when you start reading with the cards, which is a very cool feature in my opinion. So we get the gentleman. So we get options in this deck. Not only options, because sometimes you would like to read for like you need another male significator for the reading, so we get a more modern card. I picked this because it really fits with the rest of the deck, with the atmosphere. This one really really reminds me of a Japanese salaryman, so called, just a regular employee of the huge corporation, and yeah, I prefer this one. And then of course we get the lady here. So she really like matches in theme with this one. And the other card we get is this one. I'm not a fan of this one, so when I don't need it, I just don't use this additional card. Then we have the lilies, and this is a great king for me here because we clearly see the beard. I know when I get more advanced it will be like, I know, okay, lilies is the king of spades, but when I'm still learning, starting and everything, it's just cool to have this clear message here. Then there is the bright sun, also very clear, and the beautiful moon card. I really like it. It's so simple. It just, everything you need on the card is there and nothing more. Perfect. Then the beautiful key with the flower of life here. This pattern, isn't this awesome? And then we get fish. Haha, they're so funny, so colorful, so playful. I love them. Then the anchor from the cover of the book. And in the book, as I said, we get a little story connected to every card. With this card, Rana George says that this reminds her of the times that when her father wanted to teach her how to fish, and she would have to wake up really early in the morning, and he would take her with him to the shore, and she was not really enjoying herself. Let's put it that way. But yeah, still, it's a really beautiful card. I love it. And lastly, the cross. Really a clear message. Lovely. So now to the extra cards, because we had those extra. This is pretty common to have more person cards in a deck, but these are purely Rana George's inventions. So this is number 37. It's the Spirit, and it's she explains it in the book. So it's something like your intuition, or maybe being connected to the spirit, something like that. And I'm not using it yet because I need to learn the regular deck. So it's too early for me to include some extra cards. They would make everything more complicated, I suppose. But we'll see later. This is the Incense Burner, number 38. It's a gorgeous card. This is about cleaning and cleansing things. Then I mentioned about this problem in the previous video about choosing meanings for problematic cards in Lenormand. So you have this problem that one card can mean really a lot of things are packed into it. So for example, with the Whip and Broom, you get conflicts, you get like repeating patterns, but you also get the meaning of sex. So Rana decided she will help you here, and she created the Bedroom card, which will lift the meaning of sex from your Whip and Broom card or your Lily's card. It depends which one you're using for that purposes. And yeah, and it will be your separate sex card. And the same she did for a work topic. So this is the market. Number 40 is the market, and this is your job, your work card. So you can lift it from your fox card, or from your bear card, or from your anchor card, and leave other features there. So I think it's very cool. It was, I will be honest, this was one of the reasons I decided to buy this deck, because I thought it's a brilliant idea, but yeah, I'm not using it yet. What else I wanted to say? The size is, as you can see, it's not too big, which is good for your Lenormand cards. When they are too big, it's not convenient when you're doing those huge spreads like Grand Tableau. And I was concerned when I first touched the cards whether they will shuffle well, because they felt like they might not, but they actually do. So they shuffle really well, and yeah, it's just fun. And they shine. Can you see? Can you see? They shine. And then yeah, for riffle shuffling, no problem. I can't show this to you because I don't have any tripod or anything. But listen to this. Yay! So yeah, that is it. For how I store my deck, this is a really lovely box. So if you're not bothered that you have to split your deck in two to put it inside, it will be great. You can have the book together with it. But I am annoyed. Unfortunately, I'm annoyed that I have to split the cards, and then maybe one pile won't be fitting, so I will have to put cards from the other one and make them even. I just don't want to think about it, so I have this. This is a box that I used, that I bought with matches inside, those big matches that I use for lighting candles that are in glass, so I would need to put my hand inside. So I use these long matches, and yeah, I wrote Lenormand here because I'm not sure yet whether this deck will be in this box. Maybe I will decide differently, but yeah, I think it's very cool because we even get one of the cards here is the heart, and it's just perfect. Just taking cards. Whoa, don't run away. Oh, about the bags. They are not reversible, but it's absolutely not a problem with Lenormand deck because you don't read reversals there. So yeah, it's not a drawback, and it's gorgeous. So yeah, I just put them here and it's done. For traveling purposes, I have another bag where I actually keep my first deck, my Piatnik Lenormand, with this book. So this is my reference, like for quick reference, and why not? I will just quickly show this to you. Just a moment. So this is my bag. I think it's very cute. Watermelons. So I have my Piatnik deck here, and I can easily put also this book there. Whoa. So they are together here, and my Rana George Lenormand is in this cute box. So yeah, this is it. Oh, just one last thing, an update on my Lenormand deck that I started to paint. The Scythe card is ready. Ta-da! I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So these are, you get the wheat here, but it's not too detailed, so you get a clear scythe. Is it visible? Okay. Yeah, because when I'm recording, I see like a small image and then I put it on the large screen and it turns out it's blurry. I hope it's not blurry. So yeah, this is my scythe. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful and have a lovely day. Bye!